Okay, we are live once again, and this is Gabriel with ODE. There it is, ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery Community of Educators Facebook community, where we collaborate and help each other succeed by sharing information. Yeah, we actually share and collaborate. We don't compete here. If you compete, I kick you out, and that's not nice. But don't compete. Help your fellow colleagues out, and you'll succeed too. So today is Wednesday, February 10th, and this is episode 91. And today we're going to ponder the question. I pondered this question. How many daily negative thoughts do teachers have? Yeah, there's an answer for that one. Believe me when I tell you. So before we get to that answer, let me give you my full disclaimer. This is not a get-rich-quick program. It's never going to be a get-rich-quick program. If you're in a hurry to get scammed, you got to get out of here quickly. You can go play the lottery, go do Bitcoin, go do your fairy magic dust, palm reading, whatever helps you get rich quick. I only work with high-value, high-integrity educators. I cherry-pick people for that reason because, there's too many people on the planet, and there's very few with high integrity, ethical people. So I try to keep it small and growing instead of doing things the fast way. This online business model is organic, and it requires your commitment to start and grow your audience over, I'd say it's a comfortable 90 to 120 days every day for any shot at succeeding. And results vary due to how much work you actually model from this proven system. And it is a proven system. It's been proven with me. It's been proven with my mentors community. It's been proven with my mentors community, which is ClickFunnels, which is the educational affiliate program that I highly recommend and promote because it works. So do the hard work. If you're going to do 5 minutes a month, that's the results that you're going to get. If you're going to put in a couple hours a week, you'll get results, But if you put Netflix aside at a daily basis and you do the work for 90 to 120 days, yeah, you're going to earn an extra grand, extra $2,000, extra $5,000. You might even hit six figures before you know it. So in saying that, I'm going to quote Tenzin Gyatso. I know you don't know who that is. I didn't know who that was, but I'm going to quote him and then I'm going to tell you who he is. Many of our problems stem from attitudes like putting ourselves first at all costs. Now, who said that? The 14th and current Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama is the title given by the Tibetan people for the foremost spiritual leader of the Geleg, or Yellow Hat School of Tibetan Buddhism. And he said that. So I like that quote. I think he's a cool guy. He's a spiritual guy. And he's just the 14th one in the last 5,000 years, something like that. So let's go ahead and answer this question. How many daily negative thoughts do teachers have? Well, last year, on July 2020, during the zombie 1.0 pandemic, I found myself dealing with self-doubt, WTF thoughts, and getting mad as I tried to crack the passive income online arena. As far as I was concerned, I just wanted a secure plan B in the event that my online ESL English gig went south. Everybody does that. We're looking for a plan B. We got a part-time job, but they no longer call it that. They call it a side hustle, or whatever the kids are calling it today. I also did not, and I repeat this because it is important to me, all right? I did not think I was being negative. I didn't. I was being myself and acting as I usually have done to find opportunities for myself. Cognizant of others and extremely polite, yet a complete asshole to myself as I stressed out about not becoming a zombie. Man, last year has been stressful for everybody. So how amazed I was when I found the answer just this past week, because 7 months after I literally stopped being a jerk to myself, I was curious and Googled, how many daily negative thoughts do people have? Sure enough, as I got my listings from Google, Google's first fascinating response is the following. Check this out. According to the National Science Foundation, an average person has about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. That's a lot. Of those, 80% are negative and 95% are repetitive thoughts. If we repeat those negative thoughts and we think negative, way more than we think positive thoughts. That was put out November 27 of 2017. Now, I don't know if it's been updated then, but if it has, those numbers probably have increased. 12,000 to 60,000 negative thoughts per day, or thoughts per day, and 80% of those are negative? Can you imagine how much we torture ourselves just thinking about stuff that we just can't even control? And I was told about that last year, actually, no, a couple of years ago, by a psychologist, a doctor, PhD doctor, Dr. Lynn Burgess from Vallenita, Ecuador. And she says, man, you're always trying to control stuff. You can't control things. And I'm like, oh, man, I was stressing out and torturing my brain. Not no more. So here is the no-brainer advice from me. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results in everything. Really, let that sink in for a second. Let me repeat it. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. To overcome the negativity in your mind and empower yourself to the greater work. I've talked about this. I got that from Les Brown, motivational speaker, 51 years in the business. And he says that a lot. You were born to do the greater work. So if you want to overcome the negativity in your mind and empower yourself, okay, do the greater work. Living in this 21st century, we deal with so many virtual people. We do, especially on Facebook. 30% of the global population goes through Facebook. Imagine that. That's almost 3 billion people, like 2.8, 2.7. But it's in the billions. A lot of them are virtual to us. We don't know those people on our friends list. A lot of you don't. I know just about everybody on my list. And I only have about 600 plus people. Naturally, we don't like to spend time with old people because certain people don't have that drive to energize you with positive thoughts. Negativity is not new, and it is commonplace. Usually, your surroundings, play a very critical role when it comes to dealing with negativity. Your peers, your friends, your family, and those with whom you spend lots of time could be the reason behind your negative attitude towards life. So most negativity-prone individuals are fixed mindset people, and they feel that they don't have to change. Is that a symptom you suffer by? That I don't got to change. I'm good the way I am. Chances are you're not. Digipreneurs are an important breed of educators, okay? Due to the Pathfinder mentality, and that's a growth mindset mentality, okay, in this digital era. They feed their minds with positive affirmations. Their minds need it every day. This may not be the age of Aquarius. However, it is the best time to develop a growth mindset and replace those negative thoughts that hinder the very success we desire. Allow yourself to feel happiness. I put that in caps. Happiness. You deserve that much, and it is contagious. Do things that bring joy to others unselfishly. Trust me, you will fill your heart with joy immediately. It's going to go like this, almost explode out of your chest. You're so happy. So ask yourself this: does this make you happy? Whatever you're doing, does that make you happy? Does this make you happy? A sensible question to have that inner talk with yourself and stop the negativity. If you say yes, push forward. If you say no, then get rid of whatever it is that doesn't feel good. Eventually, you will find yourself purging most things negative. Just happens. Stop living in the past and saying things like, the past has made me who I am today. Yeah, of course it did, because your past was just as negative as today. So stop saying that. Living in the now will help your growth mindset replace the fixed negative mentality that one has. Live your present and focus on today. The past makes people think of horrible bosses, and the future will make you angry and anxious. Be mindful of the little things that are wins for your daily. It can be as simple as a walk to the local bakery. Oh man, I can smell it already. To buy a pastry you love, and to get to eat something amazing with gratitude. This gives you a taste of life at that very moment you are living it. Your sense of taste, smell, touch, to relish in this delight. Yeah, that's in the now. That is mindfulness at its best, replacing negative vibes. Sometimes we get stuck in negative mental meltdowns, and can't find an exit. The exit is gratitude for the very least, the negative vibe you're feeling. Call it out and say, I'm grateful for this mess. But now it's time to appreciate someone else. This is an amazing way to start replacing those negative thoughts, those negative vibes, work on that positive side of your life so that you can accomplish that success that you want. And success is not measured in dollars, by the way. Okay, just in case you're thinking like that. Don't allow this negative vibe to consume you or your surroundings. And don't say it's easier said than done. Done means you get involved and do it just because you're lucid enough, to know the difference. Go show gratitude to someone or something. Go help someone or something. Give someone or something that much needed aid that they asked you for, or just be kind. Yeah, those things are going to remove all that negativity that we say we don't have. As you take the gratitude ride, your brain will love you for it, and your inner self will relish in the increased energy levels you are pumping through your soul. I personally avoid the bad news. It wasn't by choice, but it has become the choice. I focus on media that makes me happy, like comedies and cartoons. Look, I'm 55 and I love some cartoons still. Classics like Bugs Bunny. Yeah, he was a crazy, screwy rabbit. So what? He makes me laugh. Or you can try the ritual of music or the ritual of abundant knowledge. I use that. I think it's a pretty cool way of, getting rid of negativity. And what is that? These are my favorites. I personally love some Latin jazz. I enjoy reading blogs, positive blogs, books, or making meaningful commentary on Facebook posts where I help people on a daily, and that fills me to the rim. It does. Makes me feel great. In other words, if you consume bad vibes, then bad vibes will consume you. That's a given. And the opposite is you consume positive vibes will consume you. Turn the tables around. And to the positivity thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Don't reject positivity. I know it feels awkward at first. It does. We're not used to it, but trust me, it will start to feel right and become a good habit. There's just so much negatives, okay, surrounding our reality that we miss seeing the forecast or the forest from the trees. That's what I wrote. So go to the park, go to the forest, go have a picnic on some grassy patch of land. Right? If you're in a farm, even better. Nature at its best will fill your heart and mind with the positive vibes you need every day. Just does. Avoid the bugs and the snakes and all that bad stuff, okay? But breathe in that clean air and taste the positivity of your mind, okay? And let it heal, you know? And smile for no apparent reason. Just smile. Yeah. You know, and use a positive affirmation. Here's one that I like based on this particular statement in nature. Breathe in the present, breathe out the past. You can say that out loud anywhere in nature. Nobody's going to hear you but the trees, and the universe will hear you, and it will respond with positive vibes. Also, be mindful of your words. Look, I'm a big F-bomb dropper, you know, expat from New York. I couldn't say F anything, you know, if it wasn't like every 3 words. Just sounded right. But be mindful of your words. Words are powerful and can guide anyone into a negative vibe as well. Upgrade and update your vocabulary to keep your brain well fed with positive vibes. Yeah, on occasion, I also say things like WTF, etc. However, I'm mindful, and I have learned to appreciate eloquent speech. I'm not trying to impress you. I just really think that, you know, because I'm an ESL English teacher, you know, you have to be mindful of your language. And words or negative words can really cause a bad vibe, man. Don't do it. Learn to replace your negative words with positive ones. You can still get the same meaning across. You know, so how beautiful we are when we speak and share good vibes with words as well. Yeah. So give yourself a break and replace all that drives you nuts and sets you up for success, or set yourself up for success. And you can do that based on what I just discussed. Eliminate all that negative vibe, man. Get into that positive groove. If you're going through a transition from a teacher to a teacherpreneur, part of that is serving a community. You can't serve people being cranky or having all this, you know, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed stuff, and then you're going to displace all that bad energy on kids or on colleagues or on whoever. Worse, you're going to torture yourself, torment yourself all day with that bad vibe. So get rid of that so that you can serve your community. Once you serve your community, and the more people you serve with an educational, you know, program, affiliate program, a niche program, you know, a webinar, an info product, an e-commerce product, you know, all of a sudden, you become that much more successful. Because like Zig Ziglar says, the more people you serve, the more money you will make. But you can't do that if you got a shit attitude, you know, and that's just a fact. So, look, I promote ClickFunnels for that reason. As a matter of fact, today, this came across, you know, my channel, where Russell Brunson, the big guy, the CEO, or one of the 3 founders of ClickFunnels, you know, he had another epiphany in his life, and he did a documentary about saving kids in the sex slave, you know, industry. And he did a documentary about that. And, you know, this is one of the reasons why I love the ClickFunnels community. Because even though it's an educational affiliate program that pays you well to promote it, you know, they do amazing things, you know, in the community. And this is a great example of that. You know, he did a documentary to raise money to help and save children in the sex trade industry. And I think up to date, or based on the documentary, they've saved like 400 people on the first documentary. They've raised a lot of money, to bring that awareness, and not only that, ClickFunnels is your all-in-one, community for you to launch your website or launch a blog or do a webinar, do an e-commerce, site, blogging. You can do info product, a digital agency. You can promote their books, .com Secrets, Traffic Secrets, Expert Secrets. You can promote and do their challenges. They have a 30-day digital challenge. I did this to learn how to digitally market yourself. And these are things that benefit you and they benefit colleagues, students, or anybody else, friends and family members. But educational affiliate programs aren't just ClickFunnels. You got the Rosetta Stone, for example. They pay well, commissions when you refer them. You got Babbel, another one that pays well, above 20% commission. Brain Sensei, another one, above 20%. You got Coursera. You got Teachable. You got Fiverr, that does a lot of freelancers work on Fiverr, and you can promote their products and get paid a commission for that. As you're monetizing your experience and learning how to earn an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month doing what you love. Educating. Don't teach. Educate. Serve people. Solve problems. And as you do that, you make more money along the way. Ethically, with high integrity, with high value. Right? And this is what I do. This is how I learned from pandemic zombie 1.0 last year. I learned to do this. So I invested in myself to do this, and now I do educational consultancy with online digital education, mastery group, Facebook, so that you can learn how to build your teacher funnel and start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically. So in order to start any of that, you got to change your mindset. You got to go from that negative fixed mindset to that positive growth mindset. There's a huge difference. And I got a book I can share with you if you want that. It's called The New Psychology for Success by Dr. Carol S. Dweck, PhD. Come and check it out. Really, if you want it, hashtag me, come and look at me at, ODE group in Facebook, drop me a private message. If you want to do an interview, I do interviews, but I think it's great. So keep in mind, last year, on August 2020, during the zombie pandemic 1.0, I learned to write high-value content and build my messenger skills to monetize my experience and become a teacherpreneur. You already have the experience and degrees. If you want access to a simple two-step process, drop me hashtag teacherpreneur, and I'd be happy to send you that information and talk to you, give you a free consult, 20-minute consult, and then you can decide from there. So, thank you again for joining me today. This is Gabriel with Online Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of teachers that collaborate, literally collaborate with each other so that you can succeed, okay, and be able to launch your business online using Facebook. This is episode 91 for Wednesday, February 10th, and today we address the question, how many daily negative thoughts do teachers have? I think the answer was between 12,000 and 60,000 a day. That's a lot. Yeah, try doing that in a positive way, and you'll get better and heal faster. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.